At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky. We've all heard that, right? But where is the Lakers' golden sky? Or even a silver lining? Well, look no further because there's a new duo in LA. LeBron James and Russel Westbrook are finally working in tandem.
You talk about throwing down.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. It seems that in the absence of Anthony Davis, the King has found a new partner in crime, and after all the criticism, Russ has finally assumed a useful role in LA. Russ already became a decent fit in the side when he was demoted to a rotation role. Many believe that a former MVP shouldn't be doing that. Even Russ thought that initially. But he's probably prolonged his career in the NBA by accepting a bench role. In fact, that's why he's in the conversations for the Sixth Man of the Year award. And a recent statistic from Cleaning the Glass pointed out how LeBron and Westbrook have actually strung up a wonderful partnership. The eye test may not be convincing enough, and I'll talk about that later, but stats aren't ever wrong, are they? As per Kyle Goon, a Lakers analyst, the Lakers actually have a positive net rating of 7.5 when LeBron and Russ are on the court together. That basically means that, contrary to popular belief, Westbrook is settling in just fine with LeBron, and if you go with the stars, there's no reason to change anything. But it gets even better. With the addition of Thomas Bryant, the net rating skyrockets like crazy. Bryant's been something of a revelation since AD's injury, and when these three are together, the net rating is up to 19.4. Wonderful, right? Unfortunately, it doesn't paint the full picture.
Trying to bully Murray. And slides by him on the baseline.
So smart, he gets you.
Russell Westbrook is still a problem. Despite Westbrook being the outright favorite to win the Sixth Man of the Year, things aren't all rosy in LA. You didn't need me to tell you that, right? Yes, the Lakers put together a fantastic run to end the 2022 year and to start the 2023 calendar year, but there were some glaring issues. Since their loss to the top seed, the Nuggets, the Lakers have gone on to lose their next 3 of the 4 scheduled games. The only win came against a horrid Houston Rockets side, which actually scored 1-3-2 in LA. That's as bad as a loss, if I'm being honest. And while it might be a bit much to blame Russ for the losses, it also wouldn't be completely unfair.
Westbrook, of course, all the rumors that he has to deal with in the summer, countered and one for Russ.
Yes, the Lakers have been at the wrong end of refereeing decisions, and that has cost them big time in all 3 loses since the Nuggets' defeat. But they actually would have benefited big time if Russell Westbrook was slightly decent in the clutch. There's absolutely no reason for him to be running the plays. I have no idea why Ham lets him do that. Either way, the stats don't paint the full picture, and Russ deserves a major portion of blame. And if Ham was slightly more clever with his coaching, the Lakers could have avoided this mess. After all, the painting was on the wall after that Nuggets game. The 3 things from the Nuggets' defeat, I have to start with the pre-match positive news. Dave McMenamin's report from before the Nuggets game was the peak of the Lakers' current season, and also our first takeaway from Denver that day. A winning run, and AD set to begin his ramp-up process. Sounds great, but things really went downhill from there. Unfortunately, it didn't signify anything that the fans didn't know already. Yes, AD is set to return sometime before the All-Star game. Yes, the Lakers expect him to play a few games before the All-Star game in February. But what if it's too late by then? And it could be.
They're obviously running their offense again through AD.
AD leans in, tries to score. Cloud, throw it down on the follow on your own miss.
So regardless of the positive, the writing was on the wall for the Lakers front office. Make the trades. I had the gift of hindsight, and, well, despite trying out DeMarcus Cousins and Myers Leonard, the Lakers didn't bring anyone in. And that means they're currently a full game behind the Trailblazers and the Suns in 13th. Not to mention, this is directly linked to some other poor decisions, like Max Christie getting starts, which is also our second takeaway. The second-round pick of the 2022 draft, Max Christie, started for the Lakers against the team with the best record in the West. How do you possibly expect them to win when the Lakers are throwing a raw product against the best team in the West? Now, don't get me wrong. I love Christie. He truly works so hard, and despite being a rookie, he's been putting in a lot of effort to become an improved player. I respect that, and it's great to see that he gets awarded the opportunity to start as well.
22 scored by the Lakers, 24 scored by Denver.
Christie. Play with some confidence, Mac.
More importantly, it's even amazing to see that Christie actually made 2 3-pointers from 3 attempts and shot really well from the field. But despite all this positive talk, the Lakers still need to make trades. They can't rely on a second-round rookie to win them the game against the Nuggets, and that experiment didn't really work against an informed Mavericks side either. Christie only managed 7 points in nearly half an hour of playing time against Dallas. But the concerning part is the fact that he's played nearly half an hour on 4 occasions this year already, and there couldn't be a bigger cry for help. Just make the trades, Pelinka. What more do you want from Ham and LeBron? Do you want them to beg? Because it certainly didn't get better as both Beverly and Russ got injured. Given how thin the squad is already, the 2 knocks that put Russ and Beverly out would cost the Lakers their losses against the Mavericks and the 76ers. It was fortunate that Westbrook still returned, but maybe the wrong guard got injured for the Lakers. Pat Bev might not be the flashiest of options, but he puts in a shift. That shift usually helps the Lakers close out games. Without Bev, the Lakers lost both games to the Mavs and the 76ers late in the 4th. And while Russ put in a great shift and has been averaging well over 20 points since the Nuggets game, he's been abysmal in the 4th. That play against Philadelphia still bothers me. Yes, he was fouled, but come on, what was he even thinking?
They're not calling a timeout. Russ, nearly loses it. With 5, with 4. Russ drives. It's underneath. And the Lakers are gonna...
Not to mention the time it took him to get that shot away against the Kings at the end of the 3rd quarter. That man should not be running any play. Just look at the obvious difference when a more decent guard takes over. Like Schroeder, he was instrumental in the Lakers' resurgence lately, and now that he's out of form, the Lakers are struggling big time again. Which is why, despite all the 6-man talk, the Lakers need to trade Westbrook. I'm sorry, but that seems to be the only feasible option. It just didn't work. Many trades don't. No big deal. But if the Lakers want to salvage what's left of this season, the front office needs to act quickly. I'm not even asking Pelinka to use those first-rounders. No, just get rid of Westbrook and see who you can get in return. Maybe you can get someone big to play alongside or as a backup to Thomas Bryant. Maybe you can get a guard who can actually shoot from the range. Either way, I'm certain there's a deal waiting to be made, given the amount of money a franchise can clear with Westbrook in the summer. But until then, he shouldn't be the Lakers' headache if they want to make the playoffs. If not, then sure, let it be. That's all from me. See you in the next one.
Once from 3 the last few possessions, but unable to connect. Good pass to James.
Beautiful play by Walker. 2-on-1 LeBron. Hold on. Here he comes.
Our training, go for the steal aggressively. Go for the steal aggressively in the same way that you're...
Came in after jumping up. LeBron is in and goes. Oh! Drop that anvil! LeBron! Setting some up again on the outside. This time he takes it himself all the way. Count it! Foul!
Just joined the team, getting some action. Only had one practice. Beverly with a take.